We live. All right. What's going on? Let me check, make sure I can hear myself. All right, cool. What's going on, everybody? CJ Williams. Want to thank y'all for joining me. Had some difficulties, so I didn't get started at the time that I wanted to. But I think this is going to be a great video or some great information for my fellow videographers, video producers, podcast producers out there. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe and do the notifications thing. We're going to talk about the video podcast booth and why it is a great way to get leads. I'm going to explain what it is, why it's a great way to get leads. There's opportunities I'm leaving on the table and maybe you could take advantage of them. But we're going to get into them, talk about the equipment, how I'm using it, when I'm using it, where I'm using it, and all that can determine the quality of leads you get. So all right, so sorry about that. Got a 5-year-old at home. It's summertime. All right, so let's get into it. We're gonna roll some of these. Let's roll this here. Welcome to the channel. All right, real quick. Again, welcome to the channel. We're gonna talk about the video podcast booth and how this is a great way to get leads. It's been working for me. It's revamped my business, and I'm looking at things totally different now. Kind of trying to get away from client work and do some other stuff. But hopefully, this is some good stuff you guys can take from this and use it for yourselves. So the video podcast booth is something I did. It started back in 2024, where I was niching down my business to just podcast production, because podcast production was on the rise then. This was back in 2024. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it to an event, or be a vendor. Get a vendor table at a networking event, set it up, a couple mics, a couple cameras. I just wanted to showcase everything that I was doing. First day, went out there, did it. A couple people came over and talked. It was a great conversation. And took it home, cut up some clips, and shared a couple of them. But then that same host was having a week-long event. So later in the week, I went to the event. And I just started looking around at that event. I was like, yo, there's nobody doing this. All the other tables are just straight regular vendor setups. There's no video. Nobody's capturing video. Somebody just capturing B-roll or something like that. Nobody's capturing the conversations. So I was like, man, this could be something. Even the event host came over to me. He was intrigued by it. He was like, yo, what is this? So taking those clips, and it was originally set up for me to just get have some conversations with some people as they sit down. The cameras be set up, mic set up. And I take a couple clips, I share it, tag them as collaborators, and maybe more people will see it. I grow that way. But then I started to see this as an actual product or service that can be offered to these hosts. And so I didn't take advantage of it 2024. I probably did a couple events. Same thing the following year, 2025. And 2025 was actually the year I went off to start doing something else. Like, I was like done with video. I went and got licensed as a home inspector. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do something else. But then the year came up and I was like, yo, I'm not done with this. I gotta do something else. So I started it back up again this year, 2026, taking it to one networking event. Or actually, in that first month, I probably took it to 3 different networking events. So here's a little bit of what. This was from one event. And maybe you guys can just give you guys an idea now. This one doesn't look the same as all the others.
For you to give me a space and just let me transform it.
And a budget, of course.
Oh,
Stressful, but there's like highs, so you stick around for the highs, and you plug it out through the lows.
Gotta wait it out, right?
You're waiting for
I like that term. Also do business consulting, so primarily focusing on operations, succession, and continuity planning.
Okay, big words. Big words. What are the challenges you guys have in your business right now?
Challenges?
If any, or y'all just out here getting money? Y'all printing money out here.
We trying our best.
I'll be honest with you. I'm more, on the luxury end, but I just don't work with luxury.
Hey, no. Say that again, but say it with your chest. Say it again.
Okay, yeah, I'm a luxury event designer.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Don't
what
come
I
here
am.
if you ain't got no budget.
Thank you.
So that's what it sounded out at one of the more recent events. I think that was March or so. But there you can see I'm sitting on the couch, and I have people that are at the event coming up. This is a networking event, entrepreneurs. And I get an opportunity to come sit down and speak. Now, for a lot of them, this is their first time doing anything like this. So they love it. It's fun. It's exciting for them. And other events, it's that event with the couch and everything is a little different from what I normally do. What I normally do is a setup where I got the 2 mics on the table. You see, I got the Shure mics with the stands, couple headphones, and I got it's a 2 camera setup. And it's a simple setup. It's not meant to be elaborate. Again, it's meant to be mobile. I can take it in with one cart, and it's not, again, simple. The type of event you take this to will determine the quality of leads. If you take it to a free networking event, you're probably not going to get the best quality conversations or people just looking at you with their eyes on you, saying, "Hey, who's that? Who are you? What do you do?" But if you take it to a higher, like a conference or some paid event where it's like niche, super curated, you're going to get better conversations, better content, and better quality leads coming your way. So that's one tip. If you're going to do something like this, get to great or highly curated events. But maybe start with free networking events. The hosts of these events are always looking for stuff like this. I constantly get calls from the event hosts. Every month they have an event, and every month they're reaching out saying, "Hey, are you coming back? You coming back?" That's because there's a line of people that form around this thing, and that's what makes it awesome. That's one of the things that makes it awesome. The line of people, and I'm now trying to get to the point where I actually promote it myself. I want to see how many people I can draw in with just this, because everybody wants to sit down and talk, and then afterwards people are asking for the content. Hey, can I get this? Get this? Chill out. Not doing that. Oh, another thing is make them sign a waiver or some type of release. I have what I have is a QR code on my phone, and Jesus will have one. Jesus is my assistant. He helps me behind the camera. He'll have a QR code on his phone. They scan it, take them to a quick form. They fill out the form, basically just a release, and a release saying that I get to use the content however I want. So they sign that. I go edit, and here's the thing: I might do a few. Well, not all of the interviews are used. Like, I don't use all of them, because not all of them, they don't. Sometimes we just say it ain't worth it. Like, especially if it's somebody who ain't got much going on. Like, they don't have a following on social media. If I can't find them, I don't do it. But if it don't, it's not a real business. Like, I'm not really interested in posting that. Like, what is that for? But yeah, so some of the opportunities I'm leaving on the table right now. I've been going to networking events, but I think trade show booths can use something like this, to where they get to have people come to their booth and they get to explain some of the stuff they have in the trade show, answer questions on the spot, or that experiential marketing, to where maybe it's a product or service that they get to try. Maybe like think of a beauty trade show. They have beauty products, and people are doing stuff like this where they try new products, and it'd be good to get real-time reaction on people who are sitting down or observing or getting these products tried on them or trying the products. So there are opportunities I'm leaving on the table. One of the things I do with this, if you consider this, and you don't need much for this, all you need is a couple mics. You can use handheld mics depending on the venue. Do I have? Yeah, you can use handheld mics. Get you a Rode mic or something, set it up, and use these. I use the Shure mics because they're great for audio, and that makes post-production a little bit easier, because sometimes in these events, these venues, it gets loud. They may have some music playing, and it's crowded, people everywhere. It gets loud, so you want some good mics. And since podcast production is what I do, my workflows are set up that way, so I can get stuff in. I'm using AI to cut up this stuff, get it in, get it out quick, and interviews aren't too long, at 10 minutes at the most, if the conversation is good. But yeah, this is a great tool. I strongly recommend you do this. Make sure you capture in the email. Obviously, on the form, on the waiver, has everybody's email address. And what I do with this content, I use all these conversations. I push them to obviously YouTube for each one. The audio, I have it as part of a podcast. So even if it's just a 5-minute conversation, that's an episode on the podcast. Then I cut up a clip and I post it, and I tag the person in it. I also email them a link to the YouTube video and the audio. And I also ask them if they have thing they want to put in the show notes, like a link or anything. Sometimes they send stuff back, and if I have time, I'll add some of their links to the show notes just to be helpful and stuff like that. But this has turned into some opportunities for me. I've worked with some great people who I've used them for other things I wanted to do, such as, I don't think I have it here, but this right here. This is a round table I put together. The blonde lady right there is this lady here. We had a great conversation. So I thought she would be a good person to host this round table podcast, which I'm starting up. So just from this podcast, with so many opportunities are coming up, like nobody has said no. When I call or reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to bring this to your event, no one has said no. No one is, when they see what it is, they automatically say, yeah, come bring that. I've had requests from people and I'm not able to go, because I get to kind of pick, like, you know what, I don't want to go there, because that ain't gonna work for me. I don't know if I want to do that event. But the podcast booth, again, let me see what's this right here. So this was one, it was an event, but it was like an outdoor patio area. Oh wait, my cameras, by the way, I use Blackmagic cameras. And my guy Jesus behind the cameras, make sure focus and all that stuff. Decent audio. But this is a great tool. Just 2 cameras, 2 mics. You can get away with doing 1 camera. What I always do is I set it up to where you can see the background. I try to set it up where you can see people in the background. I want people to see that this is an event, but that can also hurt you when it comes to your audio. You know, those mics pointed at the crowd. You know, and now I'm getting to the point, especially when you see me on the couch.
Oh, and
Stressful, but there's like highs, so you stick around for the highs, you know, and you thug it out through the lows.
Gotta wait it out, right?
You're waiting for
Makes listening to it, the listening experience, much better. But this thing right here is kind of revamped my business, and I'm headed out to another event. I took a couple months off. I'm headed out to another event later this month. Hopefully I'll do a little bit something live from there. But I'd like to know what you guys think about this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I know I was a little bit discombobulated with this one. My live stream wouldn't work the way I wanted it to. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Maybe I'll do another video going more in detail if I get some comments on this. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm CJ Williams. This is Life of a Video Producer, and I will see you guys next time.